Welcome back to The Vine. I'm excited about this. A group at my alma mater, Clinton High School, they won the state FFA electricity competition in 2020, and they've done it again in 2021. But did we mention they are the only all-girl group to actually do this? Hannah Williams got to chat with them and their very proud teacher. Take a look.
Electricity portion. So we have about 15 different competitions that we compete in. The electricity contest has 4 parts where the students have to actually wire something. They don't know what it's going to be until they get there. Then they have to diagram a circuit. They have to do a floor plan, which is similar to like maybe what you would do if you were building a new house, where you're designing where the outlets would go or where the lights would go, but also the major appliances. And they have to know the electrical code so that when they draw that floor plan, it meets specifications that, you know, the government would allow. And then they have to ID some components, usually 50 different components of electricity. So it's predominantly a contest that's participated, I guess, mostly males. So that's why this one is kind of interesting. This is the first all-girl team that we can find out that's ever won a state contest in electricity.
Wow, that's incredible. So you guys, I know you won in, was it 2020, and then you won again in 2021, is that right?
That is correct, which is unusual. Usually in FFA, if you win a state contest, you're ineligible to participate in that particular contest. But due to the COVID restrictions and not having a national competition last year, they allowed all those students eligibility to remain in 2021, so they got to come back and try it again.
Well, usually our ag chapter used to have an electricity class that one of our teachers would teach, but due to some changes in the curriculum, we aren't allowed to have that class anymore. So our first year, we all had very busy schedules, so we would just come in during our lunch and like whenever we had free time, and we would spend all of our time learning how to do this. And it took a lot of effort and time for us to get to that point where we could actually go and compete and do good.
I'm sure that seems like you would have to prepare quite a bit to, you know, learn all the wires and the twists and the turns of everything. So you guys are the first, all girls team to win this thing. Tell me, and each of you can speak on this. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I was just speechless. I was like, oh my goodness, we actually won. This is crazy. And it makes me really excited for, the future and everything. It feels really good to be in the group of boys and be the only girls in there and still be able to beat all of them. It makes me really happy that we won. I was always worried. I always overthink a lot. So I was like, I know we can do this. We just have to put in the effort. And it always felt good to go into a competition and come out being on top.
And like Catherine said, it's great walking in knowing that everybody knows who you are because you're the only all-girl team, and knowing that you're there to win and compete.
So as a reward for winning this competition, is it like athletics where you get a ring or a trophy, or what kind of reward do you get?
So the state FFA provides a plaque. It's not a trophy, but it's a plaque that we hang in the ag building. It'll be here forever. And then our local chapter, we do provide state championship rings for each student that wins a state contest.
Y'all have got a little bit of time left. So next year, I guess, are y'all going to go for it again? You think you can have a three-peat on your hands?
I don't think it's not going to be eligible to do it again.
Well, you know what? You had the chance and you took it and you ran with it and you won. So that's an accomplishment that you will be able to look back on and tell your kids one day, like, hey, guess what my mama did?
Oh, that is so cool. That room looks so familiar too, Hannah. I took some classes in there, did a little bit of welding, built a toolbox in that classroom.
Yeah, they seem to be really successful. If you notice behind him, they had a lot of plaques, and that's he told me that was just from over the years of just things that they've, won in different areas, not just in the electricity category, but, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
so that seems like
they have been really successful as far as the FFA
Yeah,
goes.
it seems like a really great program put together over there.
Yeah, when I was there, it was Mr. Newland, Danny Newland, and Rusty Measle. Those were the teachers there at Clinton, and we took classes. But the FFA there has always been really strong, so it's good to see that it still is. I love that. Some great stories, and congratulations to those girls.